State two effects of carbon dioxide at the tissues that promote oxygen delivery to the cells. State two effects of carbon dioxide at the tissues that promote oxygen delivery to the cells.
First is vasodilation, and the second is increased blood flow.
Answer is wrong. Yes.
Vasodilation and a decreased affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen. Decreased affinity of hemoglobin for oxygen.
That's correct. So this is vasodilation, and the second one is Bohr effect. Okay. Yeah. Your question, Shizu, is besides the volume receptors, what other mechanoreceptors send impulses? One, to stimulate thirst, and two, to stimulate ADH secretion during hypovolemia. Let me repeat. Besides the volume receptors, what other mechanoreceptors send impulses? One, to stimulate thirst, and two, to stimulate ADH secretion during hypovolemia.
The first one is what?
Stimulate thirst, and the second one is to stimulate ADH.
The first one is baroreceptor, and the second one is the baroreceptor.
Correct. Yeah, both the receptors send impulses to both the thirst center as well as the. From where? Is that confirmed by the supervisor?
So for the second answer.
Wait. We check with the supervisor, official supervisor. Is that confirmed? Let me check with the supervisor whether there was prompting. Let me check with the supervisor. Was there prompting? Yeah. Huh? Yeah, so you heard voices. So I think we, according to strict rules, we have to have a penalty. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay. We have to keep the rules because these are semi-finals. Okay. So -1 mark for Shizo because of prompting from the back, or at least voices. Okay. Please do not speak at all because it might be misinterpreted. Okay. Okay. Please do not speak at all. We had some problems in the first round, so we cannot have more problems. So that hopefully I can go back to Malaysia having not lost too many friends. Okay. I've already lost some friends, I think, in okay, so let's do not speak until you are in front, okay? So we have the -1 mark because sounds were heard, okay? Anyway, so where are we now? So we go to the third question, okay? What homeostatic change would you expect, if any, after drinking a large volume of water on one, the secretion of ANP, and two, the secretion of renin? Give a brief reason. Question, what homeostatic change would you expect, if any, after drinking a large volume of water on one, the secretion of ANP, and two, the secretion of renin?
The secretion of ANP will increase and renin will decrease.
Answer is wrong. No answer? Anybody want to try? Okay, I assume there's no answer. The answer is that since you're only drinking water, there is no change in the sodium balance. So there should be no change, homeostatic change in ANP as well as in renin. Okay, physiology, yeah, or else it wouldn't make any sense. Okay, yeah. So next cycle of 3 students. Okay, check the bells. please, you relax back. Okay, don't talk. Okay, points are precious. Okay, just control yourself. Don't talk. Yeah. Okay, your question, De La Salle, is give the value of the mean systemic or circulating filling pressure. That's the first part. And 2, experimentally state how this is determined. 1, give the value of the mean systemic, or sometimes called the mean circulating filling pressure, and experimentally state how this is determined.
The value is 7
Yep, carry on.
7 mercury.
Okay.
The 2 parameter is the blood volume and the blood capillary capacitance.
Sorry, the value is 7. The second part? How do you determine the value?
The circulating blood volume.
Answer is wrong. Yeah, the value is correct. Experimentally, in an animal, you stop the heart from beating. Okay, we stop the heart from beating. The mean systemic filling pressure becomes equal to the right atrial pressure. Okay, yeah, because there's no blood flow. Right? Okay, your question is in relation to Starling's capillary. To you, is it? Am I right? Am I right? This question to you? Yeah. In relation to Starling's capillary dynamics, why is there no net filtration pressure at the peritubular capillary of the nephron? In relation to Starling's capillary dynamics, why is there no net filtration pressure at the peritubular capillary of the nephron?
Because the filtration pressure is equals to the reabsorption force.
Answer is wrong. No answer. Yeah, this is seldom mentioned because of lack of time, perhaps during a renal lecture. But the peritubular capillary is unusual in that the capillary oncotic pressure along the length of the capillary is higher than the hydrostatic. So there's always a net reabsorbing pressure, which is obviously serves a function. Okay, yeah. Okay, your question is 2 short answers. State the direct and the indirect action of the major duodenal hormone that triggers increased bowel flow during a meal. State the direct and the indirect action of the major duodenal hormone that triggers increased bowel flow during a meal.
The major hormone is cholecystokinin, and the direct effect is that it causes contraction of the gallbladder, and the indirect effect is that it increases the amount of bile salt secreted.
Answer is wrong. Okay, the first action everybody knows, I assume. The second action is an interesting, not so new information that is in Prof. Kim's Barrett's book, the last speaker for refresher last year, is that CCK actually stimulates vagal afferent and triggers a reflex to the gallbladder. Yeah, which sounds unusual, but it actually does that. Okay, CCK directly contracts gallbladder, and it also stimulates vagal afferent, and so there is a interesting kind of reflex. Yeah. So some education here. Okay, last cycle. So normally when we come to semi-finals, the students are more careful, so the points are increasing slowly. Yeah, okay. Your question is, if a large volume of water is drunk and plasma sodium concentration decreases, state the location of the sodium sensors that detect and activate the necessary compensation. If a large volume of water is drunk and plasma sodium concentration decreases, state the location of the sodium sensors that detect and activate the necessary compensation.
Osmoreceptors in the hypothalamus.
That's correct, yeah. Your question is, what two specific ionic concentration does the cell membrane ATPase maintain? What two specific ionic concentration does the cell membrane ATPase maintain?
Sodium in the ECF and potassium in the ICF.
Answer is wrong. No answer? Yeah, it's actually maintaining both the intracellular sodium and the intracellular potassium. Okay, ATPase does not contribute to homeostatic control of extracellular sodium. Okay. Okay, last question in this cycle. Okay, let's have your cooperation. It's an important question, important point in the questioning. State two auditory brainstem mechanism which enable one to localize the sound, the source of sound in space. Yeah, this is a reminder from supervisor. Please do not talk. Yeah, you already had the penalty. Yeah, okay. State two auditory brainstem mechanism which enable one to localize the source of sound in space.
The difference in the intensity of sound heard by 1 year and the other year. The difference in the intensity heard by 2 years.
Second one.
And the degree of vibration in the inner hair cells to cause the corresponding stimulus strength.
Answer is wrong. Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah, I think nobody wants to answer. Yes, for obvious reason. Yeah. Okay. Your answer is correct. The first one. The second one, the difference in intensity contributes to the differentiation, and the second one is that if the sound comes from here, is the difference in the time that approaches the two different years. Okay. So the winning team that goes to final is De La Salle.